Hi everyone, this is our first how-to video on how to fill in an ATACarnet when doing international deliveries. One of our drivers, Wingnut, is doing the how-to. He's a very experienced international driver and does it day in, day out. I hope that you find it informative. I think it'll be useful for any drivers contemplating doing international work, a bit worried about the paperwork side of things. Hopefully it will help with that, to say that it is doable, but also any drivers that are thinking, well, any new drivers that are wanting to start their own business and wondering about how the international paperwork side of things works. So I hope it's informative. If it is, hit subscribe. And let us know if there's any other how-to videos that you'd like us to do.
Hi guys, how you doing? Be quick how-to video on regards of ATACarnet. I'm Wingnut, I drive for City Transport, and we do a lot of international jobs abroad, international. However, we work on an ATACarnet system, and what we do is with the ATACarnet, it's quite time-wise, it's more sufficient if everything's in order. Most important part of a ATACarnet is the stamped at both borders, right? I'm going to quickly talk you through in regards of, so there's a stamp there for France there in the white copy, and that's an importation because you're importing it out of their country. And then you've got the UK one in the yellow is the exportation, okay? I'm just going to quickly give you a wee briefing, a wee breakdown on what we have to do with the carnet, right? So this is a exportation, so which would be exporting out of the France into the UK, right? So this is the form here. Don't know if you want this here. I'll get it. So means of transport would be road and your registration. Packaging details, that would be how number of items, and also the description of the goods, i.e. whether it be a stage or stage equipment, exhibition equipment, so forth. And then at the bottom here you have place on the form there. You would put, as I'm in Cali, I've put Cali there, and then you've got also the year, the month and the day. So it's all kind of back, it's back to front, it's year, month and day over here, and your name and your signature. So that's what I look for on the ATACarnet. Also, with your authorisation letter, right, you have a signature on the bottom of the authorisation letter which must match the carnet. Must match the carnet. So with that, this goes with the goods, guys, right? So this basically, you don't have any of these documents. So this is left with the customer, because obviously it's the documentation for the goods that's on the trailer. And then when the goods need to return, what they do is the carnet gets left with the customer. There will also be another blank authorisation letter for the next driver. If it's not myself, you would fill that, you'd put your name on the authorisation letter again, and then you'd move forward to the next customer. However, on that, with that documentation, you have a CMR, which is basically a proof of our delivery for the customer. You have 4 sheets of paper to a CMR, right? You have the top copy for the customer you're loading from, and then you also have one for yourself. When you do your delivery, the back copy will go to the customer you're delivering to, and then you have 2 copies, one for your office and also another one to get sent from with the POD for revenue. So I'm going to talk you through a CMR. This is a blank CMR. I'm just going to talk you through it if you don't know how to do it right. Now this is basically this, we're trying to give as much information on what we do to help support other people coming into the business, because there's nothing worse. Oh, I'd love to go abroad. Oh, I don't think I could do that. Oh, I don't think I could do that. So with the experience that we've got in the company, we want to try and pour the knowledge from us into the younger generation, or the people up and coming want to come into the business, which we'll hopefully get as many people as we can, right? So this is a CMR, so I'm going to talk you through. So the top box here will be your collection address. Next box down is going to be a delivery address. Next box down again. So we go down the left hand side. Top one's the customer you're loading from. Second one's the customer you're delivering to, your delivery address. So collection address, delivery address. Where you've collected which country you've collected it from, and the date you've collected it from. And then the box below that is your delivery destination and the date of delivery. Okay? Over on the left hand side of the box, up the top here, the top box, you have a reference number of a load reference. That gets documented in there. Then you have the company address, who you're working for, their address details there. Successful carrier, which I put in there, is my registration and my trailer number, right? And in the big box in the middle, you have a description of goods. So I would put, for example, exhibition equipment, right? And then you've got your weights down the side there, right? In the middle box, you put your registration and a signature. And then on the left hand side, your customer will sign here. When they sign the document, top copy goes to the customer, the delivery address signs this bit here, and then they get the bottom copy. And that's the best I can give you in the information. And I must stress, guys, I'm not a tutor, right? I just do this the best way I can to show the knowledge how I do it in my experience. So I hope that's good enough information for you, and I hope it helps you going forward, because we're all in this together, guys. The industry's changed so much through the years. I'm nearly 30 years driving it and I still buzz on it. I'm genuinely one of the genuine guys. I don't like the negative Nancy's. I buzz on what we do. So if I can give as much knowledge as I can into use, and I hope it works. Speak to you later, guys. Take care.